going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we have a tier list where I will be ranking every single division in the UFC. I have the current champions of each division to represent uh, every division. I am not ranking the champions, okay? This is not a champions tier list. This is a division only. So if I put Alex Pereira in mid, I'm not saying Alex Pereira is mid as a champion. Okay, he would be up here in the goated or the S tier. I'm talking if you see Alex Pereira, I'm talking about the light heavyweight division. Okay, this is not a champions tier list. This is I'm ranking the whole division here. Okay, so I'll start off with the easiest one on the board here. You already know if you've watched, any of my videos, my preview or a review of a card where there's a women's bantamweight bout. I always shit on that division. I think that division needs to go. It's horrible. It's terrible. These are just fat women that miss weight a lot of the time. Honestly, they should just get rid of 135 and open up again 145. Like, if these bitches want to be fat and lazy and soft, don't take care of their bodies, just open up 145 again and close this division. Nobody will care. We are good with just strawweight, flyweight, and featherweight on the women's division. Raquel Pennington is the champion. Like, she sucks. She's going to lose her belts when she fights in 307. Next, I think we can all agree that the lightweight division, it's probably the best division. You have guys that probably walk around 170, 180, fighting at 155. They're super skilled. This division goes 50 deep. Like, I really don't think there's a much of a skill gap between the top 20th fighter in comparison to the 45th fighter. I really don't think there's that huge of a gap. Not in this division. This division is incredible. It's always super fun to watch. They're always in... the division is good when you rarely see a lightweight matchup on the undercard. Like, it doesn't matter if it's a fight night, if it's a PPV. You rarely see lightweight bouts take place on the prelim card. It's that simple. This division is great. Great finishes. You have to be skilled. Honestly, great division, man. The champion is good. The top 10 is stacked. Next up, I'll go to the other goated division, in my opinion, has to be bantamweight. Like, I know they're small, and if you look at Sean O'Malley, guy looks like a fucking pogo stick out there, but he's great. You have to be super skilled to fight at this division. We've seen it time and time again. If I don't think you can get away with being a weight bully in this division, because the skill is just tremendous. I don't think Sean O'Malley cuts too much weight in comparison to other divisions like lightweight. It wouldn't surprise me Makhachev cuts at least 30 pounds. I think we all can agree with that. But bantamweight, I know they're small, but we see a lot of finishes. Bantamweight is great. It's also very deep. We have a lot of fighters. Their fights are always exciting, and you don't really see a lot of like wrestlers, heavy wrestlers on this division. Cardio is always great in these lower weight classes. And the champion, he's interesting. I know I'm not ranking the champion, but I'll I don't know if I'll edit that out of the video. Next up, welterweight. I really wanted to put welterweight up here, but I don't think they're as skilled as I thought they were because Belal is the champion. I don't think Guzman is that skilled. I don't think he was that good. And for him to being like this, um, arguably one of the GOATs of the division, Kamaru Usman. He's he sucks. Like, I don't think there's other way around it. He sucks. He's terrible. You have Bilal Muhammad, a 36-year-old champion, hard worker, wet blanket guy, super boring. I know you have good prospects, good contenders right now in Shafkat, JDM. There's also Ian Machado. But I don't think they're as skilled as I thought they were. I think a lot of people are starting to realize that. I thought this was like the last division where you needed skill to be successful, and I'm starting to realize that it's not. So you know what? Is it good? I mean, Walter Reed is good. Like, we have Michael Morales now in the picture. I kind of want to bump it down one more. I'll leave it at good slash fun for now. But I'm really having second thoughts here. Next up, featherweight. Okay, featherweight. I know a lot of people like featherweight, but I think it's. I'll put it here because it's good. Um, but I mean, how much honestly is that? Volkanovski, Holloway, Yair Rodriguez, and Ilya Taborya. I mean, I think those guys make 95% of the fan base of the division. I mean, I know they're good, they're skilled, but I think this is a weight class where I see a lot of the fighters fit into a specific category where they're not skilled enough to be at bantamweight, but they're not as big enough to be a lightweight, so they're just stuck at featherweight, and they're not that good. They're not very athletic. Don't get me wrong. I mean, they're still skilled because this is, a lower weight class. You still see small men here like Nathaniel Wood. Oh, Ilya Tupuria, Volkanovski, they're small men. They're not tall. They're like below average height, and for that reason, I have it here. And I believe that Volkanovski, Max Holloway, really are like the soul of this division. Without them, I don't think it would be talked about as much as one of the favorites of the fans. Next up, heavyweight. I hate heavyweight. I know it's fun, but it's also like trash because first of all, the UFC does not have a lot of fighters. It's a very thin roster at the moment. We know Dana White is trying so hard to find more heavyweight prospects, and I mean, I don't think. I mean, as long as he finds fighters, I think he's content because I think he knows that there aren't really like prospects out there, not at heavyweight. Um, there's just a lot of, fat, lazy, big guys that can, they used to get away with just having, uh, power, raw power in, the regional promotions. But you get to the UFC, everybody has that. If you're not committed, if you're slow, if you're not athletically gifted, genetically gifted, you're gonna make a fool of yourself, like a lot of these fighters do at this division. Um, yeah, I mean, Mo Usman looks like a bodybuilder. He's terrible. You have the Tafa brothers, which I don't understand the hype. One is, I mean, Junior Tafa is like 1-3 in the UFC. Just lost to Walter Walker. Like, Walter Walker is supposed to be like an interesting prospect. You have Rubelis de Spain. I I really don't. I don't know what to do with this division here. I mean, it's fun when you're seeing Sergey Pavlovich knock out everybody in 1 minute, Tom Aspinall knocking out everybody in 1 minute. But when you get stuck with having to watch fucking Sergey Spivak and Tybura main event just because they're heavyweights and there's a highly chance of a knockout, but most of the time the finishes in heavyweight is because some of these lazy fat fucks just gasses. Like we saw with Gassiev. He fucking feared for his life. He thought he was going to die. Um, he feared he was going into cardiac arrest, and he stopped the fight. He said, "I cannot continue." We see a lot of hugging and praying, a lot of wet blanketing, especially when guys get tired. We see they try to get the finish in the first round. If they don't, they either get exhausted or if they know they have a bad gas tank, they'll just try to, fight at a steady pace so they don't gas out. I think it's pretty pathetic. So for that reason, I, I I'm gonna leave this in trash because it's honestly, I mean, it's a trash division. Like, I know the top is very good, but I mean, I cannot put you in decent or fun just because the 1% of the division is good. I'm sorry, but I'll have to leave this at trash. And I really thought about it. I think welterweight is decent. I think welterweight is like the mid. Like, it's just mid. Like, they're good. They're not bad. They're not good. Um, there aren't a lot of fighters that jump up from the screen other than like a JDM or maybe like a Shafkat. But Ian Machado, he's shown us he can be boring. Next up, flyweight. I know a lot of people hate on flyweight, but I don't think they realize the amount of skill, the level of skill these little men have. I know we don't see a lot of finishes, and I don't think we see too many wars because most of these guys do not have the power to put you away to do like real damage. So for that reason, I'm gonna put this in mid. I know I love flyweight personally, but yeah, I mean, we see a lot of grappling, a lot of scrambles, and it's entertaining to say the least. But I'm not jumping up and down to see Pantoja defend his belts again, if you know what I mean. Next up, the women's strawweights. I think this is. I think this is very similar to, the problem at heavyweight, and at flyweight at the same time for the men's. I have to put this at trash, just because. I mean, I know Whaley is super good and it's fun when she fights. We have some other like decent fighters as well. But I mean, the you rarely get a finish. You have these robberies with Demopoulos, Ricci, um, and yes, while you have girls like Jillian Robertson, like Denise Gomez, who could be interesting. Jasmine Jauregui could be good. Yasmin Lucinda looked very good on her last fight. I love Bruna Brazil. But if you go like down, I mean Shauna Bannon, like Marnik Mann, the OnlyFans girl. I cannot do this. I think this is the best women's division by far. So I'll put this in mid. I cannot go. I cannot put strawweight over welterweight. Not even flyweight. So I'm not even going to go there. Uh, Light heavyweight, aka Alex Pereira, whole division. I'm honestly just putting this in good because this man carries this division. He fights 5 times a year, it seems. He defends his belt and he knocks everybody out. If Alex Pereira wasn't a thing, this would go in trash, straight up trash without Alex Pereira. And I know I said that about the heavyweight division because of the 1% and shit. I can yeah no yeah no. I was tripping. I'm tripping. I'm sorry I did that. Yeah, if I'm gonna put out light heavyweight up here because of Alex Pereira, I have to, put some respect on Tom Aspinall, and Pavlovich, Volkov even. I cannot do that. Welterweight. I cannot even want to drop welterweight even lower. Women's flyweight is trash. I I know we have Valentina and Manfiro. Namajunas is trying to make some noise there. I mean, I think that just sums it up. Like if you notice Namajunas, very like small, I mean, not small, but she wasn't a big straw weight. I can go up and dominate. I think that's a terrible division. I don't like the fact that they place Alexa Grasso. They rigged her last fight so she can keep her belts, keep promoting that PI in Mexico. Finally, middleweight. Middleweight. I think it's a very bad division. I mean, it's mid. I'll put the welterweight here. I'll flip flop these two. Okay, so yeah, this is my final list here. Um, Lightweight and bantamweight are goated. You never want to miss a fight. Featherweight is fun and good. Entertaining. Light heavyweight is the Alex Pereira show. Then you have your decent, I would say above average division in heavyweight and welterweight. Middleweight is mid. Flyweight mid. This is the best women's division and it's mid. Women's flyweight is terrible. And they should get rid of women's bantamweight. So that's the end of my list. Let me know in the comment section down below if you agree or disagree with my rankings. I would love to know why you think I'm stupid because I put middleweight in the same tier as flyweight and women's strawweight. Leave a like if you like the video. dislike if you dislike the video. And I would much appreciate it if you subscribe to my channel. I will start to upload a shit ton of content. I have a whole bunch of new ideas that I'm going to start working on very soon. I'll try to upload once every 2 days for this next couple of weeks. So if you're excited for that, leave a like and stay blessed.